Hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to One Piece episode 1100. I already read the title, Powers on a Different Level, Luffy versus Lucci. I don't consider the title a spoiler because last week we could tell that they were gonna fight. But I am a little bit disappointed because I did get spoiled, in my opinion. Maybe it's not a spoiler, but I'm 99% sure it's a spoiler. So if anyone hasn't, you all in the live chat should have seen the episode by now. So it's just related to this episode, so you won't get spoiled by listening. But anyway, so last week when I posted my reaction, some people in the comment section were like saying that Luffy is going to beat Lucci's ass and blah, blah, blah. And I would, generally you would assume like, oh, that's not a spoiler because that's just what they think is going to happen. But I'm like 99% sure that these are manga readers commenting these things because they know how the fight's gonna go. And you might think, oh, well, it's obvious Luffy is a Yonko now, blah, blah, blah. But Lucci and Luffy both spent a lot of time. They both could have gotten stronger. I assumed it would be, the fight wasn't gonna go, I don't even know what I assumed, but I didn't really assume anything. I was just excited to see what happens. But now in my mind, Luffy's gonna beat Lucci. I mean, yes, like, he's going to make it, it's not going to be much of a fight. Does that make sense? And on one hand, I'm telling myself, okay, no. Probably it's just people excited to see a Yonko fight Lucci. Maybe they don't know anything. So I'm telling myself that. But on the inside, I know that it's manga readers commenting. But in my mind, you know, Lucci is CP0. He could be on, that guy said about the CP0, when they move, the world changes. So he could have gotten a much stronger too, but now all I can think about is Luffy's gonna beat Lucci's ass. When last week all I was thinking is, oh my gosh, they're gonna fight, what's gonna happen? Anyway, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if it's true, but I'll find out now. I just wanted you guys to know that I do have certain expectations, kind of like my expectations have been influenced. If it's not a spoiler, then that will be super great. And then I will know in the future that maybe it's not always manga readers commenting things like that. But I have come to know the difference between a manga reader comment and someone who's just excited for something. And okay. Ichiken no. No? Ichigen no sakara. Chikara. Oh, chi and sa. Chi. Chikara. Yeah. Did I say sakara? Yeah, because, see, this one, if it's the other way around, it's sa. If it's this way around, it's chi. Always forgetting. Okay, anyway. In the live chat, we have Hunter, Modru, Cherry, Hans, Dark Shadow, Tiago, Vert is here, Mugiwara, Booty. Welcome, and let's enjoy. Oh. Oh, but they knew that last week, right? If I'm not mistaken, they knew they can't just fight the Yonko. And yet they went onto the island without his permission? That's interesting. I like fight choreography like that. Just kicking and punching. I think it's so funny, the finger. Like, I'm gonna punch you. Yeah, me too. Whoa. Mm? Mm? You're gonna use it right off the bat? Okay, now I'm surprised about that. Whoa! Whoa! I did not expect. As usual, it makes me so happy! Whoa! Wow! And then he said, this is gonna be fun. But then, I mean, I thought I would have believed him for a second here if I didn't read the comments last week, but... Aww. That is true. Luffy got bleached! Whoa, the walk. Oh my god. Please take time off so that every One Piece episode can be like this. Please, I will wait. I don't know about everyone else, but I will wait. Whoa. I know not every episode's a fight, but still, things can be done. Yeah. Mm.
神がいるかいないかなど考えるまでもない。面白かろうこの世界。戦闘丸、昔食えないお前さんを拾ってやった。恩人は私だが。
No.
圧がすげえな。
No. You don't help people out of poverty in order for them to control their lives later in life. That's not how it works.
おいエスベア、一体打ち消せ。動くなエスベア。無理をかく。
That is the Lilith part of Vegapunk, probably. It's not a favor. Turning on the government is not a favor. He's making himself an enemy of the world. You can't ask someone to do that for you because you once helped them out of poverty. Like, that's not why we help people out of poverty. But yes, it's a good way to say this is the Lilith part of Vegapunk. That's a good way to put it. But it's not a favor. You don't ask people that kind of favors. That's throwing away your life. Someone has to do that out of their own will. You don't pressure them. But he's not even himself anymore. They said that the personalities change if they get awakened. Those... Ooh, the music! Oh, whoa! Jeez. Oof. I'm surprised his pants are still on. Okay, first of all, I love that I'm seeing him again because I was recently playing, I told you last week, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, and I had to defeat him in the war with Ace and everything. But secondly, I would have preferred, personally, like, it's the character and the way that he's written, and that's good. So I'm not saying the way the character is written is bad. But I would have preferred if Vegapunk had asked him to do something the way that he asked Luffy, like, please help me here. I'm the powerless one and the government's against me. Can you help? That's fine. You know, you're asking someone for help because you need it. I just don't like that you're convincing them to do it by putting pressure on them, like him, because, oh, I helped you out of poverty. Oh, I did this for you, so now you have to do this for me. Like, you should have faith in, or he should at least have faith in the relationship that they have, that maybe you'll do this for me because of, you know, our what we've had together, or the time we've spent together, more than just, well, I did this for you, so now you have to do this for me. Come on. But it's not that bad. I like the explanation about the Lilith side, but still, even the visuals kind of made it look like, whoa, really? So it's interesting and fun, but I'm just saying I would have preferred if he had asked him just the way that he asked Luffy, like, please help me, I need help. But also, I guess it's a way of telling us a little bit more about Sentomaru's background. So, but I feel like there's a way they could have done that without mentioning it in his request, but sure. Pants always stay on in a transformation. That's the one rule, manga comics. Have you watched Dragon Ball? I have seen Goku's penis more times than I have seen Honku's penis. No, I'm joking. But no. I don't remember his pants being on in Annie's lobby after around Annie's lobby. I don't remember it. I thought he was just like a tiger thing, but it makes sense. I was just joking because his whole transformation, it would have been funny if his pants at least got ripped a little, but there's like perfect jeans.
その姿も意味わからねえし
Oh no! Oh no.
セラフィム、我々の指示に従え。
Oh no. Fuck. That looked bad. But he'll be okay. He's on the island of science most advanced, blah blah blah. If they can just get him help in time, it should be okay. But yeah, true. How will he even get him help when if the Seraphim now listen to... But that should be a freaking rule. If they have this hierarchy, right? So if number 2 in the hierarchy gets killed by number 3, they can't just listen to number 3. That is inherently flawed. That's like, I was watching 2.5 Men, and Alan's mom told him, if you knew you had money coming, you would have killed me a long time ago. Like, that's because everyone knows that's how it works. You can't, no. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a big flaw to have a plan like that. Like, that's why all these kinds of things always have self-destruct buttons, so that if something like that happens. I still think the comments last week were referring to certain parts of this episode, but it wasn't so bad because it wasn't that Luffy was totally overpowering. He was in moments, but there still was a back and forth fight. So I don't think the comments last week were too spoilery, but I would still prefer in the future, if anyone, rather keep your comments about the current episode. Like, this just happened and this is what I think about it. Because if you comment about future stuff, there's no real way for me to know if it's a manga reader or not. So, I don't know. It's a tough one, though. I do agree. Legendary episode. 10 out of 10 for me. Basically, any comment that starts with, I can't wait for, should probably not be made. If you want to say something about a prediction, you should say, I'm not a manga reader, I'm going to make a prediction. And then you should make some spaces and post your comment. Because, number 1, you could be lying. And number 2, other people have to decide, do they want to read other people's predictions? Because even if you're right, you could be planting, like, if you're right, you could be planting seeds. So I'd rather just give people the option, like say, I'm not a manga reader, I have a prediction, and then you make a space or 2, and then you post your comment. I know it's asking a lot, but I think it's the best way to have conversations in a community where it's difficult because we're all kind of in a different place. You basically gotta keep it simple for robots. You don't want them thinking too much. You say that, and yet we keep giving them more and more to think about. But yeah, it is a problem even in real life that, I mean, isn't it also in royalty? Like, if you're 4th in line, there's always the chance that number 4 will kill number 3. So you have to take stuff like that into consideration. But I guess in this case, they didn't take it into consideration. So it's not that deep. I was just kind of out of shock. I was just saying, oh, no! Why didn't they have a program for this? So don't take it too seriously. I have to say, so far the visuals for this arc have been much better than Wano's visuals. It's so difficult to compare because Wano is like so long and this has just been a couple of episodes. But I mean, this episode alone was maybe some of the best visuals I've seen for the show. But I hate it. The direction is much better. I did think that. Yeah. The choreography of the fight even. For the fact that Lucci is not Kaido. Yeah, you know? Like, he's not that big of a fight, and yet the choreography was so good. The visuals only started getting good after the eye stuff. Like, this part. This is when the visuals started to get good. This is... it's so out of place to me. In an episode with this level of visuals, this choice. That's a no from me. Anyway, from here, this is where things started to get 10 out of 10. And yeah, I'm going to talk more about it in the review video though, because otherwise this will get banned from YouTube. The thing is, Luffy is not on Kaido level. It took like 15 people to take him down. Yes, in a long, long time, I know. But I wasn't talking about the level of strength, Lucci versus Kaido. I was talking about the choreography for a main boss fight versus someone who's not really the main boss. So not talking about power, talking about choreography only. I just think that the choreography for this was better than a lot of the choreography I saw in some of the Kaido fight. Even though Kaido was a main boss and that he wasn't. Anyway. I'll see you in the review. Thank you for watching, and the review link will be in the description or the pinned comment. Bye!